Okay, got two stands up, got to bring some feeders up here, but all in all the trails didn't look too bad. Some trees, some minor small ones were down, branches, limbs, typical type stuff, but nothing that looks impassable. I'm going to go a little bit further down and then I'm going to head down, grab the feeders, come back up. I've got a lot of odds and ends to do, and one of them is to do some brush hogging closer to the cabin area. Back on top of the hill, I'm gonna go sit up in a tree for a little while. I thought, I'm not gonna bring any weapons with me. I'm gonna use this if I'm gonna do any shooting of any wildlife. But I thought I'd sit up here. I don't think I'm going to see too much because of all the noise and ruckus I've made earlier today. But I thought I'd experiment a little bit. I brought my power station, and then that is a SIM card capable Wi-Fi device. And I got decent Wi-Fi up here on top of the hill. So there may be times where I might want to bring this up when the weather's nice. I'm not concerned about the rain or something getting this all wet. And I might be a little bit more entertained sitting up in a tree for who knows how long. Now, I mentioned a while back I did a video on staying connected when you want to be disconnected, and I had some issues trying to get cellular service on my phone, but I was able to get service off of one of these SIM cards. My phone is Verizon, the SIM card is AT&T. AT&T happens to work in this area. So I use a card that's called EIOT, and it's EIOTClUB, and it's basically you buy the card, you can test it for free. Basically the card costs $5 and you get 300 megabytes on there, and if it works for you, you can refill it and add as much data as you want. So I'm able to get some data down here. I don't have to pay a monthly plan or subscription. It works in my router just perfectly. That's the application I use it for. Now these SIM cards can be used in trail cameras, any SIM card related data device, pet trackers, security cameras, and hotspot devices. For me, I need quite a bit of data just to keep up on things. I'm not going to try to stream any movies or TV shows. That would just be going through too much, but I think an average for me up here, checking my email, doing some stuff, checking some of the forums, and maybe going on social media, that I would probably use around a gig a day while I'm down here, and that works out just fine to get 12 gigs. If I happen to use it up, I just refresh it. I decided to do a little speed test before I went up into the tree, and I was getting great speeds for this area. I mean, this is unheard of. Usually I'm at the 0.3 or 0.5 megabytes per second. Where sending a text might take 15 minutes if there's a picture attached, where here it was pretty much being at home. So then I thought I would really test this out really quick before I go up in a tree and do a FaceTime call with my wife. I'm not sure where she's at or what she's doing, but FaceTiming was never an option down here. So let's see what happens. Doesn't look too bad. Apparently she's in the car, and it looks like she is dog sitting. So if you're interested in something like this, I'll leave a link in the description below. As I said, you can pick the plans. I usually just pick like a 6-month plan and do like 12 gigabytes, which should last me most of hunting season. It would probably be the case that if I didn't have a bow with me, that I'd probably see a big wall hanger come walk by right in front of me. So we'll see what happens. I'm messing around with my Wi-Fi, and back there I parked my UTV through the woods. It's probably about 250 feet, and I still have a signal from that Wi-Fi device that I put there. So I didn't have to haul it over here with me, which is nice. And I can check my emails and do some other stuff. Still contact VRBO with our cabin in Tennessee if there's issues with that. It's helpful where I never had any signal before. Well, I didn't see too much other than 1 or 2 deer, small ones at that. No campfire tonight, just a quick bite to eat, and I got a lot of work to do in the morning. The vent pipe for my composting toilet, the fan stopped working again, so I wonder if there's something that's stopping the blades from rotating, maybe like a bee's nest or leaves fell down the chimney. So let's go check it out. So there is a bee's nest, a wasp nest at that, but I don't think that that's the culprit. Every now and then something gets down there, leaves, some sort of debris just jams up the little fan. That didn't go too bad. Fan doesn't sound just right though, but it's pretty old. Next, this shower stall definitely needs some attention. It's got a lot of rust in there. I get it from when I leave the cabin. I usually empty out all the water tanks, the pump, the hot water tank, and then when I fill it back up, there's always a little bit of rust when you first turn the water on, and that kind of sticks on the bottom there. So I give it my best shot, ended up using an SOS pad. We get our water from the roof. This screen at this time of year gets clogged up with debris. Clean that up. And I've been having problems with the kitchen faucet for about the last year and a half. Normally what happens is it has a vegetable sprayer attached to it, and that usually freezes all the time because we can't really blow it out with the compressor that easy. At home I recently upgraded the RV faucet, so I'm using that kitchen faucet and I'm just going to replace it. There's nothing wrong with it, it just used to come loose whenever we were on the road. Just behind the cabin, there's some encroachment of the woods coming in on the backyard. So it's always nice to take the tractor and push this stuff back. It's mostly thickets, pricker bushes, stuff you don't want to get too close to using a hedge trimmer or a chainsaw, but the tractor does just fine. November 3rd, and it's 70 degrees out, a little bit warm, so I'm going to pack up my little thermocell, which is supposed to repel bugs, hopefully mosquitoes, because it was kind of buggy the last couple of nights I was up there. So we'll give this a try and see if it's going to work. I have used it before in the past, and it seems like it does help a little bit, but it's been a while since I used it. So I'm going to do that. I got all my other stuff packed up here. I'm going to take a little bit more corn up before I leave tonight. I'm going to dump that in one of the feeders, whichever one is lower, and I have a feeling I know which one is lower. And hopefully I won't need the chainsaw or anything else. So I'll see you up on top of the hill. gas well's running, which is good because it means we'll probably get more royalties. And it also kind of masks the noise when I come up here with the UTV, so I don't mind it. And we'll probably stop shortly after I get into place. The functionality of this thermocell uses a small little propane tank, which you screw in. And then it has a little strip that when it heats up gives off an odor, which is supposed to repel bugs. And they say it doesn't affect the deer from detecting you. A yellow glow through the top window means that it's ignited. And now we wait. And wait. Now that I've got a Wi-Fi signal, my buddy Don is hunting about an hour northwest of me, and he's sending me some text of the things that he's seeing. Now I had to laugh at this. Now that I have some data coming up here, I got a notification from my backyard, and this is what was walking around at home up in northern Ohio. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode. I appreciate you hanging out with me, as I couldn't get anybody else to come down with me this particular week. But I think that'll be a different story come gun season. That'll be in a couple weeks, and we'll wait and see how that's going to work out. But for now, I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you enjoy and subscribe to these videos. Click on that little bell when you want to know when a new one is coming out. And keep an eye on us. Take care, everybody.